Hi guys, it's your friend Girthy Greg, and I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and we were talking about vloggers and vloggers, or whatever they're actually called by the youth of today, which I haven't researched, but I did think about researching. I did think about looking into what I'm talking about before I started talking about it, but then I thought, no, let's just do things and see what happens. Anyway, I was talking to one of my friends and he was talking about how these vloggers do videos every day and do them for we were talking about how the algorithm on YouTube favors the 10-minute videos, and he was saying he couldn't do that, or he doesn't know how they do that, and I was like, I could talk rubbish for 10 minutes a day. I could just talk at the camera very much like I'm doing now. See, a minute is gone. A minute is just gone, and I've basically said nothing. But he was saying he couldn't do it, and I was like, yeah, I could do it. And then I was like, I do say that, but at the very same time, at the very same moment of saying that, I thought to myself, but I don't actually make things, even though I think that I make things, because I've got Girthy Craig, and this video going up will be the first video on the Girthy Craig channel in 6 to 9 months. So, you know, there's a proven track record there of not actually making content. So, even when content is made, content gets made, and then there's a lapse of 9 months. So, me thinking that I can do this whole talking for 10 minutes at a camera, talking at a camera for 10 minutes a day, me thinking I can do that is probably some sort of elaborate lie. Or, not a lie, but a misthought. I've already done 4 minutes of footage. You might be asking yourself, 4 minutes? Timer only says 2 minutes something. Well, that's because I've pre-recorded myself, and that'll be going up at the end of this video. Yeah, look forward to that. So this is the third segment, because I'm neatly, cutting them up into little 2-minute segments. Or, 2-minute segments. We're going to do 2 5-minute segments of chat. And this segment is a segment explaining segments. I like segments, but not segments in fruit, because fruit have the problem of fruit. The problem of fruit being fruit, and the problem of fruit being that fruit has water inside its fleshy skin, and I just cannot cope with that. I cannot, no matter how many times I try, no matter how many years apart I try, I just cannot conquer the problem of fruit. Fruit is not, it's just not great. It's wrong. It's not natural. Fruit isn't natural. No matter what they tell you, no matter what they tell you, fruit is not natural. I don't know where my eyes should be looking, because I'm looking at the center of the screen, but I don't think that's me actually looking at the center of the screen. What are we talking about? Fruit and segments. Yes, this is the third segment. Look at that fourth, fifth. You don't know where it's going to crop up. I could cut it into miniature segments, but I don't actually know how to edit that well. Hopefully, after we do 1 million of these, I'll be able to hire an editor, and maybe some sort of choreographer, and maybe a cartographer. Because, maps are cool. I like maps. I like old maps. Or, not old maps, but, paper maps. Because, why do you need a paper map? If you're under, 40 years old, you're never going to touch a paper map. But paper maps, though, you can put little pins in them. Maybe to where Hitler's treasure is buried. Or, motorway service stations. Whatever floats your boat. What's this video series going to be about, you ask? Well, I have many varied interests, and can't speak properly because I have raging dyspraxia. Or I claim to. I've got some... Oh, there's my finger. Got some Transformers behind me, so I will be talking about them. I do enjoy Warhammer as well, so I'll probably be talking about Warhammer. 8th edition started, there's lots to talk about. Space Marines. And probably orcs, because I love orcs. I saw some orcs today, actually. I was at a car boot, and there was a wee tray of them. And I was going to get them, but they were all fantasy orcs, and they did look cool, and I probably should have just bought them because they were orcs, but You know, I didn't need them for any reason. There was a couple, like, 40k orcs. There was some Storm Boys, like, yeah, the old ones with the metal rockets. And in hindsight, I should have probably got them, but I was distracted by VHSs. But those Storm Boys had the wee metal rocket packs that, you know, because, like, the new Storm Boys, or newer Storm Boys, I imagine the new Storm Boys, as I call them, came out, like, over 10 years ago. But the older ones were just like orc boys with metal rockets attached to the back of them, and that's the true spirit. That's the true spirit of orcs, you know. Just, I mean, like, the new ones look cool and are all individually nice, but just being all like, oh, so this kit is just the standard orc boys with these metal rockets, and they're generic rockets like you would see in a Looney Tunes cartoon, which is fantastic. Did you ever play that Space Marine game? That had orcs in it, and it had Storm Boys in it as well, and they were fantastically well used because they turned up, I think for the first time. They may have turned up before it, but there was a very dramatic cutscene where they turned up and they were just like ramming themselves into Valkyries as the main character was making his way to the plot. If you want to do this with me, that'd be cracking. You know, you could also do 10-minute vlogs a day to see if you can do it, and aim your eyes correctly at the camera. Because, like, I'll be failing at it. I'll be failing at it tomorrow because I'll forget. Or I'll just not bother to do it. Or I'll be like, that was a silly thing for me to try. But, you know, if we do it together, can you, like, still post YouTube videos in the comments? I don't know. I'm both from the past and, like, inexperienced in the past. Because I never had the internet until, like, 2008. So I didn't really... And it's probably still don't really understand it. Like, what is a meme? And, like, why are the young people young? That'll be one of the big themes of the series, I think. Why are the young people young? And why do they continue to be young? And why do they have to flaunt it in our faces? Why do they have to be out there with their youth and their meat bodies full of blood? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but, like, if you want to carry along with me, the people out there, the people of blood flesh, like, if you want to get on this, that's fine. You can follow me, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can comply. Imagine compliance. That's in your hands. That's something you can do. That's something you can comply to this series that I'll name tomorrow. That can be one of the goals I'll set for myself. I'll name whatever this series is tomorrow. God knows what this video is going to be titled. We'll see if it gets uploaded. Oh, I can aim the wee reticule. I can aim the wee light reticule into my eye. I look like Cable. It's got a wee, like, you can't see what's happening because it's the thingy on the screen. We've gone over the 2-minute mark as well. This is all just gravy. I can totally do this. I can amazingly, I can hella talk rubbish for 10 minutes a day, every day. I'll see you when I'm a billionaire. Bye. Love you. Bye. Is that, oh, I don't know if we can say that, because we stole that, didn't we? We stole it, didn't we? I'm being told no. I'm being told that's a bad thing. Okay. Well, this has failed before we started. Bye!